I'm going to start the recording now. Hey guys, thanks for joining. We're going to be running through our third of 3 launch plans. This is for our runners, folks that are anxious to get to Diamond and get all the benefits and income and world acclaim that the Diamond level would provide you. So let's get started.
Okay. Well, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to pull up this fabulous document, and it's called the Stroh Dream Team Launch Plan. There you go.
There it is, Stroh Dream Team Launch Plan.
So basically what we're wanting to do is we are going to master the success of our own pace, if you will. Those of you that have joined this right now, you guys have decided to pick a plan. There's a walker plan, a jogger plan, and a runner plan. And right here, if you're on this call, this is for the runners. This is for the sprinters. So we're going to sprint through this, and here we go.
So what the runner plan is all about is we want to be able to get out there and manage to get to Diamond in less than 30 days. Okay, so the goal is to get to Diamond, right? And in the plan, since Anna Marie is a very visual person,
I am.
We even built the different levels of the plans and what the estimated income would be. Again, a Diamond is 20 executive packs on both legs within a single pay cycle, and achieves between $2,000 and $3,000 a week in income. Okay, so guys, this is what our goal is. This is where we're headed. And this document spells it all out. There's really 3 sections of the launch plan, right? It's this plan that we're going to go through. That's section 1, if you will. Step 1. Step 2 is to leverage the sponsor checklist. You guys have seen us talking about that. We're going to spend a couple of minutes to go through it. And then step 3 is to just be resilient, right? Dig into this plan, dig into your goal, get up every morning, remind yourself why you're doing it, what you need to be doing, and get out there and just get her done.
Right, and something to keep in mind here is that when we are looking at this diagram and we're talking about rankings, we are referring to executive packs. And we are also referring to, when Stroh said that you have to have 20 executive packs in each leg, keep in mind that that's not 20 that you have to do on your own. That's cumulative.
Right, cumulative.
Okay.
So let's get into the runner plan. There's the joggers. You guys can go back through these and read through the walkers and joggers at any time. But again, our goal was to get the Diamond in 30 days. There's some folks on this call that I know you guys want to get the Diamond by Sunday. Guess what? We love you. We will do everything in our power. We will stay up 24 hours a day with you to run and achieve that goal.
And speaking from experience, we hit double in 4 days. We hit double Diamond in 4 days. So it can be done just by following this simple system. So here we
remember,
go.
Double Diamond is twice the volume, 20K in each leg, okay? So get there in 30 days. That's 3 weeks is more than doable. 2 weeks is we achieve 3 times this level. It's 10,000 in your lesser leg that you achieve in a single pay cycle, and you become a Diamond, not just for that week, not just for the next month, for life, guys, right? Once you achieve it, you own it for life. So how do you get started? Week 1, day 1. Today, if you're not already a team builder, let's do it in 48 hours. Let's do it in 4 hours. Let's get a call together with your top 2 prospects and get both of them to sign up, because they see the vision, they understand the power of this opportunity, and they're close enough to you to do what you say, to trust you that getting started in something like this is something good for them, right?
Right, and what you're also going to do in that first week is you're going to become a team developer. What is that? The first 2 people that you come on that makes you a team builder, you're going to help them get there too by the end of the week. Very simple to do. If you're going to help them do what you did for yourself.
Right. Think about it. If you started the week and you became a team builder in 48 hours, those 2 people that you brought on in your first two days in the business, you're basically just asking them to do what you did. Mm-hmm. It's so much easier to say, guys, go find your 2 in 48 hours. And then within 4 days, you're already a team developer, right? It's so important to create that sense of urgency.
And always keep in mind, we're just showing our people to do exactly what we've already done.
So once you complete that first week, you're not going to stop. Once you get to the team developer, let's say you did it in 3 days, obviously you're not going to stop. But the goal is to achieve that team developer within that first pay cycle. Then what do you do week 2? Well, you continue to recruit, right? Obviously, your people are going to be doing their own recruiting, and you're going to be helping them and talking to them and encouraging them to keep pace with you. You need to decide, they'll need to decide, do they want to walk, jog, or run with you? Either way, you are deciding to be a runner. So start recruiting. You recruited at least 2 that first week. Your goal is to get 5 to 10 the next week. Okay, 5 to 10 doing the same thing that you're doing to get those first 2. Do the 2-7-30, get their people onto calls. Let's get people focused on this opportunity, get eyeballs on the program.
Right, so now you're gonna fall into, or you're gonna run into week 3. So you're recruiting, again, you're constantly talking to people, whether you're at church, whether you're at a football game, soccer, no matter what it is, you're constantly sharing. So here you're gonna go ahead and recruit another 5 to 10 team members by the end of that pay cycle. And again, as a runner, you're constantly recruiting, but you've got to keep in mind that you're building a team now. So within that same week, you're going to help your team members advance to team developer. Again, whatever pace that they're going, because once you recruit somebody on, you're going to ask them, do you want to walk, jog, or run? And we're going to get them into one of these launch plans,
yep.
Right? But
so think about it. If you've recruited 5 people the first week, if you did the bare minimum, 5 people the first week, you recruited another 5 the second week, you have a total of 10 people, and every one of them achieved team developer in that entire week that they're in the business. Think about it. That's 10 people that you've recruited. Each of them brought in 6 people to get the team developer, right? Because they brought in 2. That's their team builder. Their 2 got 2. That's team developer. Every one of those 10 gets 6 people each. That's 30 people on either leg, right? That's 60 total people split between the 2 sides. That's 30 on each side. Oh, by the way, all you need is 20 for diamond. You've got 30 on each side and you achieve diamond. Boom, it's done. Okay. So that's really what we're talking about. That's why we say 5 to 10. If you can go to 10 and you have 20 people now getting to team developer, those 20 people bring in 6 each. That's 120 people. You got 60 on either side. Guess what? That's grand diamond. You do what we did in just 2 weeks. So guys, this is really, really just duplicatable. You just got to get up. You got to be a recruiting machine and get those 5 to 10 people each week into this business. Right. So how do we do this? There's really, this is the accelerated version, right? We're not suggesting that that all you do is rely on the 2-7-30, right? That's the ecosystem that the walkers and some of the joggers are plugging into. What we believe is you have to be a recruiting machine and work with us to have 4 rainmaker phone calls. Okay, what's a rainmaker phone call? It's a call where you have between 10 and 15 prospects teed up on a call, and we will literally handhold and do a private phone call to go through the same amount of content that takes us 30 minutes on a webinar. We're going to knock that out in between 10 and 15 minutes, which is going to be super compressed, allows for some back and forth dialogue. But the goal out of that 10 to 15 prospect con call is to get at least 4 or 5 of those people excited enough to come into the business. So we're looking for about a third conversion. So why is 10 to 15 the right number? Well, usually folks have about a top 100 or so list of really good, strong prospects that they've thought about, right? That you guys have written down and said. And so what this would allow us to do is to hit at least the top 60 of your top 100 prospects, right? So we're really trying to get the cream of the crop from people that you want to talk to immediately, and we get on a call with you. We go through the opportunity. We help them understand the vision, the opportunity, what's happening with this entire awesome, awesome company. And we then work with you to get a very quick answer from them. Okay?
Right.
It's just that straightforward and simple.
So I'm gonna net that out for you. You get these people on a call, right? They will have already seen the 2-minute and the 7-minute video. This 15-minute call that we're doing with them, we're just highlighting some very key areas. We're talking about the relevance of the industry and the product. We're talking about the time to market, how there is no competition with us. We're bringing in the information about the partnership with Toshiba and Antonio DeRosa, the designer behind our device. Then we're going right into the simple system and the lucrative compensation plan. That basically wraps up that 30-minute video that the walkers and the joggers are doing. Right now, we're tightening this up really, really tight. So by the time they hear that 15-minute call with us, they are ready to decide whether they're going to come on or not. Also, when you get those people that Stroh were talking about, let's say you've got 10 people on a call and let's say 6 of them are wanting to jump in now, the other ones are going to hem and haw. Let the hem and haws go on to another list or go and purchase the device and just be a
Plug
customer.
them into the ecosystem.
Be a customer, but you're going to get those 6 people and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to ask them if they want to walk, jog, or run. We're going to get those runners and we're going to get them on a call with their 10 people. If you see what's happening here, we're going deep. Runners are going deep into your team.
Right.
And the deeper you go, you may have 3 runners out of that call. You may have 2 runners. You may have 8 runners. You just want to keep going deep, because when you go deep and you keep this momentum going, you're creating team developers, and team developers create a sustainable relationship marketing business.
Yep. So how are we going to, more details? The one thing I want to stress for everybody who's a runner is, guys, you don't have a minute of your time to waste. And how do you get distracted? How do you get wasted? How do you waste your time? You waste your time on maybes. Make sure the people you're talking to don't do you any favors. We are not looking for people to let us down easy and give us the answer they think we want, which is a maybe. Like, oh, maybe you're going to come in. No. If they're not interested, give us the no up front.
It's okay.
It's okay, because you're wasting more time getting and working and waiting on a maybe than you ever would moving on from a no and getting on to another person. So in some ways, we're suggesting you guys, get a little bit of a swagger to this whole thing. Have the confidence to be able to be very confident and say, guys, this is amazing. I know we're going to make a ton of money together. I just need to know if you're in or out. And so you're constantly wanting to qualify their interests. It's almost like you turn the tables around. You're not, recruiting them. They're interviewing for your business. If you can take on that mindset, we heard people who have like a 90% conversion rate of the people they prospect to get onto a webinar or a call. And it's because they upfront allow the people to understand, we're not suggesting that they're going to do us a favor by attending a call. We're letting them know that we're doing them a favor by introducing them to the call and giving them the opportunity to hear about something.
And respectfully, they're qualifying. They're asking the question up front before they even lead with anything of product or the name of the company. They're asking them if they've entertained creating an additional stream of income. Have you ever thought of supplementing your income? Do you have a plan B? Again, whatever is your personality, you're qualifying to find out if these guys are even serious about creating another stream of income, doing something in addition to what they're currently doing now. Once you have that yes, now you go into leading with the opportunity.
Right.
And when you lead with the opportunity, guess what? They're gonna see the product. That's why I don't believe in leading with the product, because
not for this group.
Yeah, because you're gonna see the product anyways in that 2-minute and that 7-minute video. By the time they're finished with that 7-minute video, it's game on. If they happen to need a little bit more information, bam, you get them on a call, on a 15-minute call. We're gonna control that call and go into those 5 segments, which will really answer the majority of their questions. And at that point, it's like, okay, you've seen all of this information. I have this top spot, I've got my 2 top spots here, waiting, reserved for you. If I gave you the opportunity to get this spot tonight, would you take it? Absolutely. Boom, you sign them on. Well, I need more time. Okay, so okay, get back to me whenever you can. You're moving on to the next person, and you're going to let them know that people are flooding to you. You're being honest. You're being genuine. I'm just letting you know that I'm talking to, I'm having a few more webinars. I'm having a few more calls later today and tomorrow, and these spots are filling up. And it's like I always tell Stroh, it's a much more beautiful view from the top than it is at the bottom.
So if you notice, we've kind of converted the 5-step into more of a 7-step, but we don't want you to take more time. We actually want you to do less talking, less scripting here, and just be more real and be more specific with your prospects. Like Anna Marie said, we're really focusing on the opportunity. And the only time I would ever highlight the product up front is if you're talking to an existing direct selling talent, somebody that's already in the business, already has a second or third direct selling opportunity that they're managing. Let's say they're with New Skin or Isogenics, and they already get the fact that this is a lucrative industry to be a part of, and you're simply trying to help them see a better product that's ground floor, that they can make a lot more money than what they're making today. Okay, so that would be the only time. But most of the people who are not already in a direct selling opportunity, you're really wanting to lead with the opportunity and qualify them up front. Allow them to understand that you're doing them a big favor. But you can notice how we're going through and really putting focus in that sixth step, or that fifth step is really asking, are you ready to join the team? Are you ready to get in? That number 7, saying, I've got open spots and I'm reserving one for you. Are you interested? If so, we got to get you signed up at the $12.80 plus tax and shipping to lock you in. Being very direct in that 6th conversation or 6th step in this process allows the person to really understand you're serious about this. This is not something that you're asking them to do you a favor about. This is something that you're building a serious business around, and that you're running like a banshee to get to a level of making $2,000 to $3,000 of supplemental income a week, right? A week. That's $150,000 a year. I mean, come on a part-time side business that you're only putting a few hours a week into. I mean, how crazy would that be?
And again, just remember, you're talking to people that you know. This is a conversation. You're being honest. You're qualifying them up front. So if you're qualifying them and they're saying, absolutely, I want to hear about this. I absolutely want another stream of income. That opened your door already to be able to ask after, like you said, after going through these couple-minute videos and maybe a 15-minute call. You absolutely ask a question. They need to let you know either way. If it's no, move on.
Right.
If it's yes, sign them up. Let's get them into a launch.
Yep, absolutely. So hold on a minute. Let me remove this annotation here.
Are you drawing on the screen?
I may have, yeah.
There we go.
All right. What am I doing now? Oh my gosh. Sorry, guys. Let me turn my annotation off. There we go.
See, even the most technical people have technical issues.
So again, we're not suggesting that you have to show them a 7-minute. We're not saying you have to show them a 2-minute. We're certainly not saying you have to get them on a call. Those are all things that you have to determine, is that necessary in order to get them to sign up? Because the most important thing, you're recruiting up to 10 people, if not more, per week. The most important thing is that you're getting signups, that you're giving people what they need to see the vision, to be bought into it, and then to move forward with the opportunity. So the last thing we wanted to talk about down here at the bottom is hot off the press. Right, yesterday we had this amazing training in Los Angeles with Sacramento with Moss. He came up with a couple of even better gems for some of the scripting, right? Leading with the opportunity, how to get started. We put this at the bottom of the document. I loved how current this one is, right? We've heard over just the last couple of weeks that the company expects to sell 12 million devices in the next 3 years and become a $3 billion company, right? Well, let's work that into our script. How many of the 12 million devices do you want to get paid on? Because I certainly want to get paid on as many of those 12 million as possible, right? Oh, yeah. So work that into your script. Over the next 72 hours, I'm selecting 10 people, right? You're creating a sense of urgency to make decisions quickly. You don't want people to think about this for a month, because you're not going to be able to utilize their participation to get you to diamond, right? We want people to make decisions in a matter of hours, minutes even, not days or weeks.
Right, and remind people, again, this is ground floor. It may seem a little unorthodox, and I always tell people, you might hear a little extra sense of urgency in my voice. That's because this is ground floor. It is going fast. It is moving, and people are flooding to this opportunity from all walks of life. And I have these 10 spots. That's why I'm talking to you. Nothing personal, but you were serious about looking at these videos and wanting to create a stream of income. Let's do it.
So when you're sifting and sorting your folks and you're going through quickly, again, grab some of that swagger, grab a little bit of that arrogance that you have confidence in what this is all about. You have confidence in yourself, your leadership, everything. Go ahead and push aside anybody that wants to, kick tires and slow you down. Plug them into the ecosystem. We have the 2730 available at any point for anybody that wants to go a little bit slower in their decisioning process or wants to go a little bit slower in the overall pace of how they're going to drive their business. Don't be afraid to push somebody to the 2730 and then move right past them and get to the next person to see if they're serious about running with this opportunity and with you. So again, guys, this is the document. It has all 3 levels. You can go through them all to understand it's not about doing anything different. It's about how much and how quickly you're doing the same exact model.
Right. And the last thing that I want to preface again is that sponsor checklist that we have. Utilize it. Make sure that everybody on your team has it because it has all of the information that you need. It's got the hyperlinks. It has the information to get to the Facebook pages. Chad and Natita's website is phenomenal. It has all those videos in the back office, all of the questions that we find ourselves asking each other, it is all in here. And Stroh and I really take it to heart to find out as much information as we can for the entire team and get it into one central location. So go to this first, empower your team members to take the time, look through it, click on those links, see what's out there, see what's accessible to you, and utilize it. This is just something to have in your back pocket, or I should say in your front pocket, because it's such great useful information. It really guides you through everything.
The only catch-22 I will say is that this document is one that could potentially distract you from recruiting, right? How about if I get in here and I go through all this content and it might have, I don't know, 6-7 hours worth of content to consume if you did it all at one time. That's the last thing we want you to do. But what we'd like you to do is, hey, I just got this situation, or I need to figure out where to go to navigate my back office to do something else. That's where you would use this document as a real-time reference to go get more information. I mean, just this morning, right, I found this Fox 32 Chicago news story where this guy was already, back in December 21st, they're doing a news story about the helo on TV in Chicago. I'm like, holy crap. We got to get this in front of people. This is a buzz. This is an attention grabber. So I dropped it into the document just this morning.
Copy that link and use that for your prospecting.
Yeah, put it out on Facebook. See who triggers off of it. But the important thing is to make sure you save the link to this document and go back and refresh it every so often, because there will be more information. If you find something that's missing from it, let us know. We'll be happy to add it to the document itself so that we can continue to make it a living, breathing document. But the last thing we want you to do is get stuck trying to become an expert on every piece of this information and not recruiting, right? 10 a week. Some of you got to get the diamond or want to get the diamond by the weekend. Let's do this thing, guys. Let's run, because we're runners. That's what runners do, right? We run.
So here's how we'll finish this up. So in the beginning, you guys heard me say that I think it's extremely important for the new person to come in and set our expectation. You're going to let me know that you're a walker. I'm going to absolutely communicate with you, but I'm not going to communicate with you like I do my runners, because you're going to turn into a runner. You're going to run the other way. You're going to throw this thing at me. You're going to hate me. It's going to be awkward and it's going to be weird. We don't want that. You guys all chose to be runners. This is what it takes to run. If you still want to run, both of us are ready for your calls with 10 to 15 people on it. If for some reason you call and you're like, I only got 8, give us a call. Call us. We're going to get these calls done, but we're drilling down. This is it. Let us know if you still want to run. If you do, here we are. It's right here. Let's go for it. Let's do it. I want more people in Dubai. I want more people. I think the next one is in Bangkok. Something close. Guys, this is for everybody. Everybody can do it. I'm excited to get you guys there.
All right, guys. That's it for now. Give us a call. Let us know when you want to start scheduling these 10 to 15 Rainmakers. Let's make it happen.
All right. Bye, guys.